This is Jeff Spieler, Tech Agronomist with DEKALB and Asgrow Seed in Southern South Dakota, and just want to take a few minutes to talk about some of the new 2022 class DEKALB products that we'll see in market development and FTN trials this summer. So taking a look at some of the existing genetics that will have new trait versions. So at 99 day, the DKC 4942 will be the conventional version of DKC 49, 44, and 45. At 102 day, the DKC 5216 would be the conventional version of DKC 5218 Smart Stacks. Now, the conventional versions obviously won't be in trials, but just want you to be aware of that we do have two new conventional versions of existing genetics. So looking at the whole advancement class, the 22 advancement class, a lot of products in that 90 to 98 day product or relative maturity. That Jeff Foles talked about in an earlier video. We'll talk about mainly about the 100 and 102 day products. The 107 day products and 111 day products, we'll take a look at it again in testing, but we didn't advance them from a forecast perspective. So for the most part, the products you're going to see in trials are going to be the 100 day and 102 day that we'll talk about here shortly. So at 100 day, the DKC 5087 Smart Stacks and 5088 Double Pro, this looks to be a really consistent product, stable product. I think we're going to be able to use over a pretty wide geography for a lot of different reasons. It's got really strong agronomics. It's a medium plant height product, really good late season harvest appearance. The overall health package is good. With the exception of gases, what we give that a 5 rating. It's probably a good 5, a weak 4. For that reason, we mainly forecast the 5088 Double Pro version, and that's the version we'll test the most of as well. Okay, we'll want to keep it away from that continuous corn with the Smart Stacks version, where that heavy gases wilt pressure can come into play, just to stay away from that. The grain quality looks good, test weight looks good. I think we're going to see really good drought tolerance with it. There again, that's going to give us that ability to move east to west in the state really well. So we feel pretty good about that. From a population standpoint, it's probably going to be that moderate to moderate high range. It's that semi-fixed ear type. Girth gets pretty girthy, but not that real long length flex type hybrid. Emergence looks good, seedling vigor looks good, and I think from a yield perspective, it probably is going to have a slight advantage over 5125 or 5192. At least that's what we were seeing in pre-commercial testing. We'll kind of see how that plays out here this summer. Looking at the ratings of it, the overall agronomic ratings, looking across there, root, stalks, drought, stress tolerance, 2s across the board there. So really strong agronomics with this product. There again, that 1 on harvest appearance. We don't see that often, but this one really stays intact at harvest time and has that nice harvest appearance to it as well. Disease-wise, it's pretty good shape. A 4 on northern, a 4 on gray, 3 on anthracnose. These are numbers we really like to see. There again, that 5 on gases wilt, hence why we're going to keep this mainly on that rotated acre. The other product, DKC 5299 Tricepta, this one's got a lot of yield punch with it. That high input, high output type product. More of a semi-fixed tucked ear again there as well. But we really like the consistency from plant to plant with it this thing brings. It's really got good top end yield potential. I think the stress tolerance is going to be good, so we will see some drought stress tolerance with this as well. A little bit lower test weight. The dry down's okay, but this really is going to flower and mature more like a 103, 104 day. So we got to take that into consideration. It's not going to be that really dry 101, 102 that we're used to. It's going to be more of that 103, 104 moisture at the end of the day. I would say plant health is average. It's going to have a little bit of that late season lack of intactness that we see a little bit with like 55, 85 that I mentioned earlier. I think this will respond to fungicide. I think it'll respond to some nitrogen, that higher management, higher return type product. Good green snap ratings are good, acceptable roots and stalks. Keep management high. That's another note we made there. Nitrogen, fungicide, we're going to see some response there. The western movement should be good. I like the drought stress tolerance with it. I think that's not going to be a problem. Watch out's really the only thing we got to be careful with. That caution on pigment inhibitors from a pre-standpoint. So any of your HPVD products, if you're on a lighter soil or high pH soil, we'll have to watch that a little bit, right? This and from a yield standpoint, it's really the highest yielding product in our pre-commercial testing below 105 days. So very impressive yields. Looking across there on the agronomics, like I mentioned there, 3 on roots, 3 on stalks, they're just average. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but just what we'd see there, a 2 on drought stress tolerance and 2 on green snap are really good. We wanted to see that. That harvest appearance of a 5, which is kind of what we expected. A little bit like with 5585, you'll see the tops come out late season. Really not a slower stalk problem or ear problem, but just that late season intactness and that harvest appearance look. Looking at it from a defensive standpoint, I would say average on most diseases. We have a 4 on Goss's wilt, so more than adequate, for that rotated acre that this is going to be put on. So just wanted to give you a little quick snapshot of the two products that you're going to mainly see in that 100 to 110 day RM. Thanks.